We'll take our chances. That's what a two-provider clinic told me, right before they paid $60,000 to recover from ransomware. A brutal irony that could have been avoided. Cybercriminals aren't going after the big hospitals anymore. They want your patient data. Attacks on healthcare jumped 60% last year. Small clinics are now the easiest targets. Why? Because they skip the basics, hoping they're too small to notice. If that's been your mindset, I need you to hang with me for the next few minutes. What's at stake? Your revenue, your records, and your reputation. 73% of healthcare attacks now hit small practices, not the big guys. Yours. Why? Because attackers figured out something scary. Most small medical practices have security gaps wide open and easy to exploit. Every medical device in your office, ultrasound, thermometers, monitors, is connected. That connection? It's a backdoor into your network. These tools run outdated software. They were built to save lives, not protect data. That's the problem. They're on the same network as your patient records, and hackers know it. Now throw in a tight budget. Most small healthcare practices barely spend anything on cybersecurity. You're juggling patient care, operations, and paperwork, so digging for vulnerabilities gets pushed aside. Add one more weak link. Your staff. Have you trained them to spot phishing attacks made for healthcare? Most haven't. That's how hackers walk right through the front door. One bad click, one fake email. Boom, they're in. This isn't theory, it's real. Hancock Health got hit this way. They had protection, but an attacker got in through a vendor login. The result? Over 1,000 files locked. They paid $55,000 in ransom during a flu outbreak. Here's what most don't realize. The average medical office now runs more than 15 apps. EHR, scheduling, billing, email. Each one is another entry point if it's not locked down. And the scariest part? Most breaches go undetected for over 6 months. That's half a year of silent damage. Your top risks are these: unsecured devices, untrained staff, and backup systems that don't actually work when it counts. What's your biggest concern about cybersecurity in your practice? Drop it in the comments. Your answer might wake up another provider who doesn't know they're exposed. These risks aren't small, they're practice-ending. Locked systems, HIPAA fines, lawsuits, lost trust. The average healthcare breach still costs over $200,000, enough to wipe out most small practices. But it's not just the cost, it's the chain reaction. One device gets hacked, one employee gives up a password, one broken backup means you can't recover. That's how you end up in the dark, scrambling while hackers hold your patient data hostage. 3 small cracks, 1 collapsed practice. When this storm hits, most clinics are handed an umbrella. What they need is a fortress. The real difference between proper cybersecurity and basic IT isn't better software. It's a whole different mindset. Basic IT reacts after something breaks. That might work for printer issues, not for ransomware. Once you spot the breach, it's too late. The data's gone. The damage is done. Sentry Systems works differently. We don't wait, we hunt. Like a patrol team watching your digital walls, we find threats before they hit. That mindset changes everything. Imagine this. It's 2 in the morning on a Sunday. A new ransomware strain scans your network. Basic IT? Nothing happens until Monday. By then, your files are locked. You're canceling appointments and staring at a ransom screen. With us, that attack gets caught right away. Our system isolates it, stops it, and sends you a report before breakfast. We don't just watch your computers. Every connected device in your practice is guarded, from monitors to imaging tools. One shield, one network, no blind spots. But watching isn't enough. We go hunting. Our team looks for hidden threats that target healthcare. We track what's coming before it gets to you. And when something strange pops up, we don't just send alerts, we shut it down, fast. No tech speak, no false alarms, just clear steps and real action. There's more. Our compliance team knows HIPAA inside and out. Most IT firms don't. That matters when things get serious. In 30 days, we find what your old IT never saw. One clinic had 17 holes in their setup and didn't know any of them. During that first month, we patch the urgent stuff and build the long-term fix. Your staff gets trained for real threats, not some click-through course. One practice cut phishing risks by 94% in 6 months. One admin told us, it's like going from a guard who naps to a full SWAT team. That's the goal, not a fix, a full shift from reactive to ready. So you focus on patients, not problems. Those devices you use every day, they're not just tools, they're open doors. One old monitor, one forgotten software update. That's all it takes to wreck everything. When that happens, you're not just losing data, you're breaking trust. You're facing fines, lawsuits, and recovery costs that crush your practice. Most don't realize they're exposed until it's already too late. Right now, you've got a choice. Keep hoping nothing happens, or prepare like it already has. Hackers don't knock, they break in. If your system isn't locked down, it's wide open. Click the link below and we'll show you exactly where you're exposed before someone else does. Next time we talk, make sure it's not after a breach.